a very special Veterans Day edition with Greg Anthony and Clark Hill. We're in the palace of Auburn Hills. This indeed is games. Only one win in their first 9 starts.
But they certainly are better than what they've shown thus far. I mean, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on them the rest of the season.
Be a sleeper. I mean, they've got their pointing start, but they're no pushovers. They may fly under the radar and surprise a few. Let's see how it plays out.
So here's Obaka, the 4. Freak is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Cantor in at the 5 spot.
And those are the first points.
Started there.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Jackson drives in. Dishes to Caldwell Pope from 10 feet out. And it's Freak with the rebound. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Oklahoma City on D. Outside Jackson. Feeds to Drummond. Left block shot on the way. And off the front iron. And in it goes. And so here is Oklahoma City. And a wide open look for Freak. Rebound Andre Drummond. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Takes the 3. The shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Ibaka outside, passes it to Durant. He feeds it to Freak. Clock at 6. Out to Ibaka, and there's the pass to Durant. The Thunder with another miss.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Jones, 1 up, 1. Thunder trailing by 4. Westbrook passes to Freak. The dish now to Ibaka. To the paint. Freak kicks to Westbrook. There's the feed to Freak. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And Detroit has possession. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. A bit ago, Stan Van Gundy and I were able to chat. Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Freak. Drummond with a screen on Westbrook. The drive by Jackson. Here's Jones. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Morris is checked in for Andre Drummond. Johnson comes in for Tobias Harris. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Udrich in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Freak missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Payne. Johnson attacking. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
There's Freak. Rebound, Detroit.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Morris a screen. Kicks it to Meeks. On the wing, Johnson. The tray. It's hauled in by Adams. Thunder trailing by 6. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And taken away by Johnson. It's stolen by Adams.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Now here's Freak. He really played well in that last game against Golden State.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Teams deciding to change it up. Here's Jackson. They really needed more from him in that loss to Toronto. So the Thunder 5 right now. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Russell Westbrook out there with Freak. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Now here's Jackson. The lead is 2. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Full 24-second shot clock. So it's Detroit now. Harris dishes to Jackson. Pass to Jones. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Drummond's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Freak. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside Jackson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Drummond, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around. Over or through you to get to the pumpkin.
There's a screen by Canner. And here's Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ibaka. No good. That would have tied it. Pistons leading by 3. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors had a huge game. He finished with 45 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless streak. And he seemed to be able to do whatever he wanted out there. We'll see if he can sustain it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
That's good. That's 12 points here for Drummond.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Freak. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Jackson. Coming off a terrific season, put up about 17 points a game, 11 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
They get it back, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, let's take a look at how Oklahoma City ranked in the league last year. First in rebounding, second in scoring, and they were number 2 distributing the basketball. This team always makes the extra pass and does a good job executing its offense. That leads to good shots and good scores.
And you touched on their rebounding, just prolific in that area. Tremendous energy and physicality when attacking the glass.
Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. That's good.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. Shot from 12. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And that one's good. Freak.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
1:04 left here in the second. It's Jackson with the drive, and it's blocked. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And it's Freak missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Screen by Jones. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jones. And the rejection by Ibaka. And he gets it back.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
There's the 3. And it's Freak missing. The Pistons trailing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harris misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Now here's Freak. He's got 12. Outside Westbrook. Up in time. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Thunder lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, there was a point where you seemed to kick it into high gear. What changed as this first half progressed?
Well, we stayed with our defense, and I think we were a little lazy to end that first quarter. We just came out and made them shoot tough shots, rebound the basketball, and get on and get some easy points.
Kevin, thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get your